What is going on? So it has been a little while since I've posted a video like this. Sit down in my studio, I guess you could call it, with the ring light and the nice camera and the good microphone. But I wanted to just give a brief update on the cut so far because I have lost about 35 pounds since February slash Marchish. 32.8 pounds, excuse me, exactly. And I can see a huge difference in my face. And that is, I think, the thing that I've been enjoying the most is taking all of the time to celebrate this mindset that I have found myself in, and that I've been encouraged into by the people that are closest to me, by Krista, by my wife, by my friends and my family. It is one of those. What I have experienced over the past couple months is a revitalization in the belief of who I am, and who I always believed that I was, even as a kid. It sounds so narcissistic to say this, but I believe that I was always meant to do something great with my life. And I lost that somewhere in my 20s. I became depressed. I became anxious. I just gave up, right? I surrendered. And it hasn't been until recently, where I have felt that desire, that inner fire start to burn again and kindle again, where it's like, dude, you've got something inside of you that is trying to make its way out. And instead of trying to suppress it or let the world tell you that you are this psychology or that psychology, or you have this diagnosis or that diagnosis, it's like, bro, just let it fly. Just let it fly. And that is where I've ended up. So today, and all of this makes sense to me. When I sit here and I start to speak through everything, it makes total sense because I'm the one living my life, obviously. Today I woke up at 275.6 pounds. My starting weight, this year, my heaviest was 310. And so I've lost about 40 pounds, actually, 43 pounds. But since I started with my coach, Coach Paul Romzek, which that has been another blessing in and of itself, because in all of my relationships, where I've hired somebody to help me, we've become friends very fast. And unfortunately, I feel like I've noticed that that coaching relationship kind of disappears when you become friends. But I gotta hand it to this guy, because he told me straight up. He's like, listen, buddy, I like you, but we're not friends. Okay, you hired me to be your coach, and maybe one day, right? He didn't say this part, right? But maybe one day when my job is done, my mission is accomplished, I am where I want to be, and there's nothing left for us to do together, which I honestly don't foresee. Maybe then we will become friends with one another. But the coach, a mentor mentee relationship has to remain like separate and far apart, for you to have like a healthy respect for this person, right? And for them to have authority over you, to be able to give you advice and to tell you what you need to do, and for you to listen. And I think that that's where I haven't been in a relationship. I haven't been in relationship with someone like that in a long time, where it's like, oh, like I actually I'm kind of afraid of this guy, afraid of disappointing this guy. And that has been so helpful for me in wanting to prove myself again and wanting to remind myself of who I actually am. I'm the Spartan race guy. I'm the guy who collects medals. I'm the one who runs 8 miles out into a dusty farm field, suffocating basically because of how dry the air is. The dirt is caked on my lungs. This was my 2017 Spartan race, the super that I did. Um, and I can go, and I can do this. And I was made to suffer, and I was made to overcome, and I was made to conquer. And I just believe it. I'm just there again. And when I look at myself in the mirror and I see how my face is changing, I'm looking at myself in the camera lens right now on the LCD screen, and I can see my face is changing. I recognize myself again. There I am. And it's hard not to get emotional, but in the, in the moments where feel the tears start to well up a little bit, because I am a highly sensitive person. I am kind of cry easily. Um, I'm like, dude, there it is. And that emotion is a good thing. Now funnel it away from the crying and put it into your passion, put it into your fire, put it into your vision for what is to come, right? For what is to come for Active Virtue, for what is to come for you, your wife, your children, your family, your friends. Like I want to build a future that I am excited to live in, that I feel safe having my children exist inside of. And every day that passes, the things that are decided for us, I am totally opposed to. I have zero agreement with anything that our government does. I have zero agreement with anything our society and culture has come to be. And so instead of just riding the wave of apathy just down into degeneracy and into death, essentially, like, I'm going to be the rock in the way that I can, in my small way, as one person. I want to be the rock that is pushing against the current, that is steadfast in my beliefs, in my vision, in my values, because of course I feel this way. I'm me. And of course someone might feel different because they're them. And what a beautiful thing it is that we are all different and that we don't all think the same way. Because now there's a challenge, right? Now that there is a war to fight, there's a battle to win. And here we are. And here I am. And so this is just the beginning. I remember I took a video in my car very early on my Instagram page, where I said, I'm starting to, I'm down in the 270s. Like, I feel like this is just the beginning of something. And it's not about the weight loss. The weight loss is the side effect of the belief. The weight loss and the strength and the muscle is a side effect of the belief in the future, the belief in the vision, the belief that it's an evidence that there is yet life inside of me to live, and that I will do so. And I will do so vibrantly. I will not let inertia, I will not fall into the wave and let it wash me out to sea. The marriage, getting married and having the kids is not the finish line. It's the starting line. I heard that so many times by so many friends of mine, mentors of mine. It's like, the race is not won when you get married and have your kids. It's just beginning. And it's an entirely new ballgame. How do you continue to strive and to be ambitious and to build in a way that's well ordered, that actually serves your wife and your kids, where you don't want to escape from your life, but rather you engross yourself even more in what you are doing, in what you believe in, and who you are becoming. And that is where I have found myself. And so when I look at myself now in the mirror, I can see it. I can see who I am, who I was, who I always believed myself to be. And like I said in that Instagram video, this is just the beginning of something. I'm not quite sure what it is yet, but that's the nature of God, is that it's not a instantaneous revelation, his will for your life. It's a progressive unveiling as you continue to walk in the way of Christ, right? Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and nobody comes to the Father except through him. Narrow is the path to life, and wide is the gate to destruction. That narrow path is the hardest one to walk. It's full of suffering. It's full of self-denial, of delayed gratification, of putting other people first ahead of you, but also not forgetting about yourself, but taking care of yourself so that you better are able to serve the other people in your life, right? Here I am, and here we are, and this is only just the beginning, and what we will build here will change the world. And if it doesn't, I have failed. And I will not. I will not fail. And I used to want to show all of those bullies, all the people in high school and junior high, the ones who would hit me and pull my pants down and rip up my books and touch my body, steal my money, take my cell phone. It happened regularly for me. I always wanted to prove them wrong, right? I always wanted to hurt them again. But this is my success, right? This is my vengeance, is that I will build something that changes the world with Christ as my help, as my fortress, as my solitude, with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. on the wall behind me. My Lord, my King, not my boyfriend, not my friend, not an advisor, but my King who I submit to and I am fully obedient to in my life, who I seek before everything else, after nothing. When I say Jesus Christ is King, he is the King of my life. He is the King of my soul, of my thoughts, because he went to that cross and he died for me. I put him there, and he readily accepted. He did not try to run away from it. I think about the Garden of Gethsemane, how he bled through his pores. He was so nervous for his death. He knew it was coming. He bled through the pores of his skin instead of sweat. And I put him there. I made him do that. I drove him to that, and yet he freely accepted his fate. And I have been set free. And yet I must participate in the mercy and grace that he has given me in order to bear fruit. And this is where we are. And this is who I am. And this is what I'm becoming. Active virtue, I swear to God, and I never say that, I swear to God, active virtue will do something big for the world. Because it's not enough. Elon Musk said this. I'm sick and tired of talking about being a good person. Where are all the people who are actually good? Where are they? I am looking to rally those people to my gym, to make them strong, to give them an environment where they are meeting other people who think the same way, who value the same things, who wish not yet to watch the world burn, but would rather do their best to keep it alive, to not dump more fire or more wood or more lighter fluid on the demise of our planet, on the demise of our society and our culture. I will not have it. I will not take part in it. And this is what I'm after. And this is the cut. This is the cut. This is the cut.